Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, snort, snort.
Kogan. Drip.
Snort, snort.
I got the drip. Go.
So, number one question that I just got. Dio says, will you make grilling PPP a recurring segment or was it a one-off? Let me put it this way. I need to know what to grill him on because unlike you guys, I don't follow this guy. I don't know his history, all right? I only know of him from the time that I've spent with him since the summer. The difference here is that Darksydephil is someone who has been literally stalked, studied, had every single thing that I say and do micro-analyzed, blown up, extrapolated upon, mountains into molehills into mountains, all kind, you know what I'm saying? All this kind of shit has been happening to me for the longest time. It's easy to grill Phil because there's so many idiots who are constantly talking about the minutia of my life every waking moment. I'm not aware of people doing that to PPP. So I don't really know what to say about him to grill him back. And I just sadly don't have time to watch Kino Casino when they do it. I don't. Like, I haven't seen an episode of Kino Casino since December. I haven't tuned into a show. So because of that, I'm not up on their lore and stuff that's going on over there to really bring it up. For Ashton, he's lucky that he has legions of moronic, mouth-drooling detractors to follow to do the segment. I don't have that to follow him. So if anyone has ideas of what to grill him on, you could always send them my way, and we'll see, how it goes. I do feel like doing back and forth is better than just one-sided, right? I think it would be a better segment, but I need to know exactly what to talk about, right? Yeah, see, Yvonne, but that's not what we're talking about. Yvonne says, you don't need to know memes to shit talk a person. The buddies do it all the time and don't have major memes about them. But there's a difference between casual shit talking versus between people or grilling someone. Like, for example, Ashton's bringing up specific things that have happened over the course of a week that my detractors very, very, very much hyperfixate on, right? They hyperfixate on this minutia that literally is pointless. I think that's some of the beauty of the segment is to show how stupid this shit is and just talk about it because it's so dumb that when actually people talk about it, you're like, oh, that really is dumb, right? So I feel like that's some of the beauty of the segment, all right? Me literally, like, what would you want me to say? Just start insulting him about his weight? Oh, you're fat. You eat too much food. Look at you, you slop. Wow, that's going to really be effective, right? No, like, that's going to be stupid. That's going to be a real stupid segment, right? The reason that the segment about me having man boobs was effective is because I'm not actually fat. In some clothing and some lighting, it legit does look like I have like man boobs. In reality, I don't, but it's true that it looked like that in certain lighting and with certain clothing that I've been wearing. So to call it out is actually kind of funny, all right? But for him, like, what's the joke? Exactly, right? So yesterday, people brought up the fact that at one point, before we had ever spoken, he was making fun of my wife. And then people brought up the fact that apparently there was a stream where he showed off his butthole, all right? And we addressed both of those things yesterday. Outside of that, I don't know what else to grill him on. Because again, I don't watch that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what I would ever bring up. But if you guys have things to talk about, I'm willing to try, and look into it. But I need to know what exactly you're talking about, right? Yeah, Cracker Jacks. Before those guys had ever talked to me, they had done a segment on me, like as a Lolcow. Because remember, they make fun of Lolcows, right? So they're making fun of Nick Rakita, and they're making fun of this Lolcow, Ralph, and everything. And they had me as a segment on the show. And all they did is they played back a clip of me and Kat on stream from early 2024. And they made fun of everything. They made fun of me. They made fun of her. They made fun of everyone. They said that she was fat and ugly. They said that I was a slob. And they said this, and you know what I mean? They just basically went to town ripping us apart in this clip. Now, since we've hung out, we've spent time with each other. We enjoy each other's company. We've been multiple times on each other's content and each other's shows. And now we even have a show together, right? So obviously, things have changed. We have a mutual respect for each other. And if you notice, we don't just sit around being nasty to each other anymore. All right. But there's been this lingering thing that at one point, yes, PPP said nasty things, right? So it's been a thing. And we brought it up yesterday and we talked about it and we hashed it out and we're cool about it now. So that's what I mean. Like that grill segment actually worked well because of the way that it happened, right? But I don't know how else I could do it because I don't know much about the guy. You know what I mean? If I knew more about him, maybe I just don't know that much else to be bringing up toxic stuff about. I mean, the bottom line is, let's be honest. He says, do you agree with PPP's statement? You're one of the greatest Lolcows of all time. I mean, dude, do I agree with it personally? Well, yes and no. Let me put it this way. Have I been made into one of the greatest Lolcows of all time? Yes, undoubtedly. Literally everyone knows Darksydephil, and usually it's for a bad reason. There's very few people who remember me from the days when I was respected and my opinion mattered and people liked me as a gaming content creator. Most people know me for toxic, negative reasons, correct? Do I agree with that sentiment? No. I don't think that I've ever done anything that's warranted me being treated the way that I've been treated. I'm not a Boogie. I'm not a Wings of Redemption. I'm not a King Cobra. I'm not a Chris Chan. I'm not doing these over-the-top, ridiculous, zany, wacky, awful things to get attention or making the same mistakes over and over. If you analyze what I've actually done, like watching my 4-hour documentary by June the King, you realize it's one of the most boring Lolcow stories because I'm nowhere close to being Lolcow status with the things that I've actually done. But it doesn't matter because facts don't matter. What matters is the opinion of the internet and the idiocy of a cult, right? That's what matters. If everyone just sits around repeating the same thing over and over, it doesn't matter what's true or not. You know what I'm saying? What matters is what people believe. I'm okay with who I am. I'm okay with what I've done. I know that I've improved for the better, and I'm happy with how things are going. You know what I mean? I'm fine. And a lot of people are now. And I think that's been the change in the last 6+ months, is that now a lot of people have looked at it from the outside and said, wow, yeah, DSP is nothing compared to everyone else. I don't know why everyone even bothered the fucking guy. Let's stop talking about him. And they have. It's only my detractors that can't do that because they've literally put all their eggs in one basket. And without me being the biggest Lolcow, which I'm not, they have nothing. They literally have absolutely nothing at all of substance. So yeah, it is what it is. I can't change the opinion of the internet who's just ignorant and for 10 years have heard nothing but negative things about me that mostly weren't even true. You know, so, am I one of the biggest Lolcows? Yes. Do I deserve it? Fuck no. But I can't change it. So I just move forward positively and enjoy my life. Okay.
I got the drip going. 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 It's like a faucet that's dripping. You can't make it stop. So what do you want me to do? Have a mute button that every second I'm tapping the mute button just in case I'm gonna have to clear? Like, this is what I mean, these dumb kids. This is what it is. It's dumb kids.